Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Now we are getting ready for the second week of the LCS season, but before we get into the second week, I wanted to talk about one more story from the first week, and this is a little bit of trash talk, a little bit of drama going on. This is a story that dates all the way back to the offseason. This is involving Evil Geniuses and their mid lane situation, obviously with JoJo Pune. It sounds like, EG in the offseason considered a couple different rosters, some of those rosters including Jensen, some of those including Doublelift, but they ultimately go with this roster of JoJo Pune and Danny, and it really has become this very interesting storyline that's going to continue to be interesting for the rest of this year and probably into the future as well. And it's going to create a ton of trash talk and storylines as well. But first, a word from today's sponsor, and that is, of course, as always, Prize Picks. This is daily fantasy made easy. You simply pick your over-under on player props to win up to 10x your cash. Big payouts, 24/7 live support, and fast and secure withdrawals. Really easy to use, simple, fun website and app that you can get in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store today. Some of the picks I'm looking at making for today, I guess, but I'm tomorrow at the time that I'm recording this, is Gumayusi under 7.5 kills in the first two maps against Damwon Kia, and the Shy over 5.5 kills in the first two maps or matches or whatever you want to call it against Rare Adam, I believe is RA. But if you guys want to make some picks of your own, definitely check out the first link in the description below. Prize Picks actually going to match your first deposit up to $100 for new users, which is a really awesome deal. Thank you so much to them for supporting me, and hopefully thank you to you guys for supporting them. With that being said, let's get right into this. So, obviously what we are talking about is this interview, mostly, of JoJo Pune after his game against Cloud9. Now, if you guys didn't watch this game against Cloud9, you should definitely go back and watch it. EG, Cloud9, both expected to be really good teams in the summer split. Obviously, at the time that this game was played, Cloud9 did not have their full team. They did not have Berserker. They did not have Sven, and Fudge was actually, still dealing with COVID and isolation and precautions and all that stuff. So Fudge was playing remotely. So it was really weird. They did not have their whole team, but C9 did put up a really good fight in this game. This was a very close game the entire time. These are the defending champions in EG. These are MSI semi-finalists in EG. This is an EG that actually took a game off T1. So the fact that C9 went toe-to-toe with them, I think was a really good sign. And not only did they go toe-to-toe with them, but Fudge and Jensen both looked very strong in this game. And it has a lot of people thinking that, hey, if Berserker would have been playing, if Sven would have been playing, if Fudge would have maybe had a little bit more time to practice and play and everything, C9 might be better than EG. C9, at the very least, can put up a very real fight against Evil Geniuses. But on the EG side, really cool that they still look strong. JoJo came out. He had a good game. EG looking strong to start the season. And overall, it's looking like the level of the LCS might be decently high coming into the beginning of Summer Split, at least. Who knows if they'll be able to keep this up throughout the whole split. But it led us into this interview with Tigris and JoJo. A little bit of spicy trash talk and a little bit of drama.
Heard a bit about how you felt with this matchup against Jensen on Twitter, but can you tell us rather your deep feelings? Because this story goes back to the beginning of the season when there were talk about you both.
Yeah, I heard EG wanted Jensen, so I was kind of like, I'm way better than this guy because I versed this guy in solo queue a lot. So I was like, wait, this is who you want to pick up. So it's fun to verse him again. But it is his first game back, so I'll cut him some slack. He played pretty well until he died, but until then, he played pretty well. Yeah.
So, obviously, a lot going on there in those quotes. I don't know if you guys can hear that good. I have the volume on YouTube turned all the way up, but it's just kind of a quiet video. I don't know why. But kind of crazy you see there, JoJo's stat line on the Corki, 5, 2, and 6. He did 34% of his team's damage. Yes, Corki is just a late game, damage machine, and this game went really late. This was a long back and forth, very close game. But still, JoJo had a really good game. But he does say, hey, this is the guy you guys wanted. I heard EG maybe was looking at Jensen or maybe wanted him. This is the guy you wanted. I know I'm better than this guy. I face this guy in solo queue all the time. So that's a little spicy. And then you just know Jensen, he's from Europe. He's a guy who likes some banter. He's a guy who likes some trash talk. You can only kind of wonder what Jensen is thinking. And now you know that Jensen, when these guys play again, ultimately in the regular season or even in the playoffs or, at some point later on down the road, Jensen's going to remember these comments. And Jensen's probably going to bring up these comments. He's probably going to say something back. He's probably going to have an interview or a clip or a soundbite or something. And that's awesome. That is what the LCS needs. The LCS needs rivalries. They need, top teams and top players going at each other on Twitter, in interviews, and in game, and then delivering with good performances, good matchups. That is what is going to add that extra level of excitement and everything to the LCS. Now, obviously, the LCS also needs to go and perform well internationally. They need to get the fans back. There's really a lot of stuff pointing in a positive direction for the LCS right now, and a lot of it is JoJo Pune. I know they kind of alluded to some of the tweets and everything as well, which is really funny. Some people think JoJo's banter and tweets and trash talk and stuff is maybe a little overdone. Maybe it's a little corny, a little cringy, whatever. I think it's pretty hilarious, and I don't think it's perfect. I think there are some times where he forces it a little too much, or he is, a little corny or whatever. But overall, I like that he's at least trying something, and I think him trying something is better than, the other 99% of the LCS that doesn't even try anything. Even if it's not really all the way there, even if it's maybe a little bit off the mark sometimes, or maybe a little bit overdone, it's something. And I think as he gets better and ages and matures and starts to refine, his personality and everything, I think it's going to get better and better. And I think if he, as a player, gets better, his trash talk gets better, he is going to be a budding superstar in the LCS. There's a lot of what ifs in there, but I think he's on the right track. He did tweet out before the game started. He said, "Can't wait to clap Budget Bjergsen," obviously talking about Jensen. And then after the game, he said, "Yo, at Evil Geniuses, you guys wanted to sign this guy," which is just hilarious. And, it's still super, super funny. He has like a basketball player profile picture on Twitter. He could still be doing so much better with his branding. He only has 32,000 followers, but, his tweets are always getting multiple thousand likes. Actually, I thought his best tweet from this weekend was this one: "Nothing to tweet since it's FlyQuest." And this actually got 6,000 likes. And if you're getting 6,000 likes on a tweet about FlyQuest, FlyQuest doesn't even have 6,000 fans. So this is super, super hilarious. This one was actually my favorite. But the game did come down to this really, really big moment. And, he said Jensen had a good game. This is his first game back. He had a really good game up until the end when he died. Here was actually that moment where, EG has Baron. It's a close game. It's, 1,600 gold difference, but at 43 minutes, 1,600 gold difference doesn't really matter. The big advantage for EG are obviously the Baron and the Infernal Soul, and EG's trying to do a siege, but that's going to be hard to do into Cloud9, into this Victor that is Jensen, who is 6-2. Jensen is huge on Victor. Jensen was having a very, very good game, despite the fact that Cloud9 is down at 43 minutes and has all these disadvantages. But here's what he's talking about. Here's the play that JoJo Pune makes to break this game open. You can see Jensen, he's at like half health already. He's getting healed up by the Senna, but Corki just launching these rockets. Corki hits him with one rocket there, and then Jensen walks up, and he gets hit by a Corki rocket. He gets taken out, and this is the opening that EG needed to close out this game. Now C9 doesn't have the wave clear. It's a mistake by Jensen. It's a positioning error, but what's Jensen supposed to do there? Corki just has these rockets on like 3-second cooldown, and Jensen's getting sprayed from like an entire screen away. I just think overall it's a good play by JoJo. It's kind of a weird spot for C9. They're just going to keep getting poked down. Other team has Infernal Soul and Baron. If you give up you start giving up everything, you're just going to lose. If you step up, you're going to lose. I don't know. Kind of a weird spot, but again, super, super good for JoJo to make the play in-game, get on the mic afterward, give us a soundbite, give us a clip that can be used going forward in the future, give us the good tweets. I love this trash talk. I love this drama, and I love how JoJo is not scared to call out the big names, the big players. He's calling out Bjergsen, he's calling out Jensen, he's calling out everybody, and some people are like, hey, know your place, hey, you're cringy, whatever, but he's backing it up. He's the defending LCS champion. He's the the MSI semifinalist. He has beaten Faker in a game. He's got a lot of stuff going for him. I think this is awesome. I love this, and I'm just really excited for this weekend now and to see how Jensen, C9, Bjergsen, TL, all these other teams out there, how they're going to respond going forward and how they're going to play into the trash talk and the drama. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Let me drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about JoJo Pune, his trash talk to Jensen, anything like that. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.